the Timex automatic Marlin subdial. So it has a subdial here at the 9 o'clock position that is a 24-hour register. And then, of course, it has the date as well. This watch, I have been watching Timex, all their new releases and everything like that, but I typically don't buy them just because, I don't know, I know I won't wear them. However, this one, I was at the San Francisco wind-up show, and I was still kind of recovering from the prior evening, and I was very relaxed, chilling in the hotel lobby, and my buddy John Page joined me, and he was wearing this watch. Not this one, but this model. And I'm like, hey, John, let me check that out. So he handed me the watch, and I'm looking at it, flipping it over, checking it out, and I'm like, this is actually really nice. It's still a Timex. It's very lightweight. It has an acrylic crystal on it. It's very budget-oriented Timex fashion, right? So, I don't want to build this up to something it's not. It's still a really cool watch, but don't forget, it's still a Timex. But anyway, while John and I are sitting there relaxing, chatting before we begin our day, I was checking out his watch. I literally jumped on my phone and I ordered one right then. And that's this one. So it finally showed up not that long ago, but I'm just getting around to getting the video done. So case on this is 39.1 millimeter. The lug-to-lug is a 45.1, so you can see a very cushion style case on this thing. Nice brushing and polishing finishing on it for a Timex. Like I said, that's a nice, it's nice that it has that. It's very clean. So 14.1 millimeter thick, but that's including that boxed domed acrylic crystal. So yes, it is a softer material. You do have to be aware of potential scratching, and you can fix that up. You can fix it up with Polywatch, or I've even demonstrated on a Moon's watch back in the day where you can use Cape Cod cloth. So you can polish it back as long as they're not super deep scratches. You'll be able to retain a pretty legible crystal on this. 20 millimeter lug width there. You have a pretty decent leather strap on this. It actually is branded SB Foot Tanning Company, Red Wing, Minnesota, USA. So yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like Red Wing leather, I guess. It is very comfortable. It's the right thickness and everything, so that works really good. 6 millimeter crown. It does say Marlin on it. So if we zoom in, it is signed. It is a push-pull crown. The water depth rating on this is going to be low. I'm not sure if it says on the case back here. 50 meter. Okay, so it is a 50 meter water resist on this thing. So, it's fine for light water usage, but you don't go swimming with it or anything like that. Kind of a brushed metal look to the dial, and then you have a concentric, subdial there with a red hand for the 24-hour, and then you have a blue colored, they're not blued, they're not chemically or thermally blued, I think they're just blue colored handset with a thin application of lume, date over 3 o'clock. You have nice Arabics in black going all the way around, as well as a railroad track style on the perimeter with little dots of lume. We'll try a lume shot. It's not going to be very bright, though, I can guarantee it. So excellent finishing. And then the case back, really cool. You have a Marlin laser engraved in there. I think it's laser. And then you have a little witness window there with a red line going through there. Not 100% sure what the red line is for. I'm sure somebody will educate me. In this watch is actually a Miyota 8217. That's how you get the 9 o'clock 24-hour register, but you can kind of see a little bit of the rotor there. It does say Timex on it, but you can also kind of tell, I mean, the people that know Miyotas, you can kind of tell. It says Japan. And actually, you can kind of see the Miyota at the tail end of the word right there on the back side of the rotor. Price point on this is $279. So, and then I'm sure there's a discount code. If you go to the Timex website, it might pop up with some options for a discount code. I will put a link in the description, but I did buy this watch at full price. I was impulsively just purchasing, and I didn't look for any sort of discounts. Whatever. Sometimes you just go with it. Let me pop this on my 7¼ inch wrist so you can see what that looks like. It's extremely comfortable. And obviously good looking watch because, I mean, my biased opinion, I thought it was a good looking watch when John was wearing it, so much so that I was like, hey, can I see your Timex? I wasn't 100% sure it was a Timex when I first looked at it, but you know, it says Timex on it, so it's pretty easy to figure out. But there it is on my wrist. Like I said, very comfortable right out of the box. Under the $300 price point. Yes, it's getting, you know, it's on the higher end of things for a Timex, but it is an automatic Timex. I feel like Timex has the opportunity to really level up if they wanted to. They've toyed with it, but they haven't fully committed to it. I would be very curious to see a full commitment from Timex to build a more premium watch at an affordable price point. I think they're more than capable of doing that. I would like to see that happen. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next vid.